There is a secret hidden in plain sight, one that every single person carries without even realizing it. It is not written in the stars above, nor buried in the earth below. It rests quietly at the very beginning of your name, the first letter. A single symbol, a single sound, yet powerful enough to shape the story of your life. Across cultures and centuries, sages, monks, and mystics have whispered the same truth. A name is never random. In Buddhism, a name is connected to karma, an energetic imprint of who you are and the lessons you're meant to learn. In numerology, every letter vibrates with a specific frequency, revealing your strengths, weaknesses, and ultimate destiny. Even in astrology and ancient folklore, names were seen as living talismans, carrying protective energy and guiding the soul along its path. Think about how the world meets you. The moment someone calls your name, the very first letter becomes the keynote of your identity. It's the spark that ignites the vibration of your presence. It's the sound that cuts through silence and tells the universe, "This is who I am." That one letter becomes an invisible compass, quietly pointing you toward the life you were born to live. Some letters carry the fire of warriors, bold, unyielding, destined to break boundaries. Others hold the calm of rivers, gentle, nurturing, but unstoppable in their flow. There are letters that radiate wisdom, guiding souls toward clarity, and others that hide mysteries, unlocking their power only when the time is right. And while you may think it's only coincidence, deep within, your spirit already knows that first letter is not random, it is chosen. In this journey, we are going to uncover the hidden meanings of these letters, one by one, through the lens of Buddhism, numerology, and timeless spiritual wisdom. By the end, you will see your name in a way you've never seen it before. It will no longer just be something you answer to. It will become a mirror, reflecting your destiny, your energy, and your path forward. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover is not simply about letters. It's about unlocking the silent code written into your soul from the moment you were named.
A name is not simply a label to identify you. It is a vibration, a frequency, a force that shapes the way the universe responds to you. Across cultures and centuries, the act of naming has always been sacred. In ancient traditions, parents did not just choose a name, they invoked it, almost like planting a seed of destiny in the child's life. The very first letter of your name is the key. It is the opening sound, the first spark, the energy that sets the entire vibration of your name into motion. Imagine it as the doorway to your soul. Once the first letter is spoken, everything else follows its rhythm. This belief is not limited to mysticism alone. In Eastern philosophy, sound is understood as a vehicle of energy. In Buddhism, even a single syllable of a mantra carries enough resonance to shift states of mind and open inner pathways. The first sound of your name works in the same way. It is the anchor of your identity, the silent note that the world unconsciously hears every time someone calls you. Your name is, therefore, not random. It is an echo of who you are meant to be. And when you begin to see it through this lens, the first letter becomes more than just an alphabet. It becomes a symbol of your potential, your challenges, and the lessons you are destined to learn.
A, the pioneer of paths. If your name begins with A, you carry the fire of beginnings within you. You are strong-willed, independent, and naturally drawn to leadership. People feel your energy the moment you enter a room. It is impossible to ignore. Yet, your destiny is not without trials. The challenge of A is to master patience and humility, For great power without wisdom can become pride. You are born to open doors, but only those who balance their ambition with compassion will walk through them into true greatness. B. The keeper of emotions. Those whose names start with B are deeply sensitive souls tuned into the unseen vibrations of life. You are a nurturer, a listener, someone who feels the unspoken words in the hearts of others. The energy of B is soft yet profound, like water shaping stone. But this gift comes with a lesson. You must learn not to drown in your own tides of emotion. Your destiny calls you to balance heart and mind, love and logic. When this balance is found, your presence becomes healing, and people are naturally drawn to your warmth. C. The creative messenger. The letter C holds the vibration of creativity, expression, and the power of communication. If this is the first letter of your name, you are a spark in the darkness, able to inspire and uplift those around you with words, art, or ideas. You carry a natural charm that attracts opportunities and connections. Yet your challenge lies in scattering your energy. Your light burns brightly, but can flicker if spread too thin. Your destiny is to focus your talents like a beam of light. When directed, your creativity becomes a force capable of changing lives. D. The builder of foundations. Those marked by D are strong, disciplined, and grounded. You are the architect of stability, carrying the gift of persistence and responsibility. Others look to you as a pillar they can rely on, for you build not just careers, but legacies. But the trial of D is rigidity. Clinging too tightly to rules or traditions can limit your growth. True power is not only in discipline, but also in adaptability. Your destiny is to create structures that last, while also learning to bend with the winds of change, so your strength becomes eternal. E. The seeker of freedom. If your name begins with E, you are born with a restless spirit and an open mind. You crave movement, discovery, and the expansion of wisdom. Freedom is your oxygen. You cannot stay trapped in one place too long. But destiny whispers a lesson. True freedom requires grounding. Without stability and focus, your energy can scatter like the wind. When you learn to anchor your passion, your explorations lead not to chaos, but to breakthroughs that inspire others.
F. The heart of compassion. The letter F radiates love, empathy, and devotion. You are the one who nourishes connections, values family bonds, and carries a heart that gives without measure. Your presence makes others feel safe, seen, and cherished. Yet your challenge lies in boundaries. In giving endlessly, you risk draining your own spirit. Destiny calls you to balance generosity with self-care. When you learn to protect your energy, your compassion becomes a wellspring that never runs dry. G. The Sage of Knowledge. If your name begins with G, you carry the vibration of depth and wisdom. You are naturally drawn to study, research, and the mysteries of life, whether intellectual or spiritual. Your mind is sharp, always questioning, always seeking. But the test of G is knowing when to let go of overanalysis. Too much logic can steal peace. Your destiny is to merge intellect with intuition, allowing wisdom to flow not just from books, but from silence, meditation, and the sacred stillness within. H. The Pillar of Strength. Those with H at the start of their name embody resilience, practicality, and determination. You build your life with steady hands, and nothing shakes your focus once you commit. People see you as strong and reliable, someone who gets things done. But destiny asks you to soften, to open your heart beyond mere effort and endurance. Strength is not only in hard work, but also in trust, faith, and vulnerability. When balanced, you become unbreakable, not rigid, but radiant. I. The Dreamer of Beauty. The letter I shines with sensitivity, artistry, and romance. You are attuned to beauty, harmony, and the subtle layers of emotion that others often overlook. You bring light into the world through creativity and imagination. Yet your trial is in staying grounded. Dreams without action can drift away like clouds. Destiny urges you to anchor your visions with discipline, so that your artistry not only inspires, but also leaves a lasting mark on the world. J, the ambitious climber. If your name begins with J, you are fueled by drive and determination. Success calls to you, and you often rise to great heights because of your boldness. You are not afraid to take risks or claim what you believe is yours. But ambition can blind if it becomes obsession. The lesson of J is to remember the spiritual core beneath worldly victories. When you align your goals with higher values, you achieve not only wealth, but a legacy of meaning. K, the mystic of intuition. The letter K carries an aura of mystery. Those who bear it are gifted with sharp intuition, often sensing truths before they are spoken. People are drawn to your magnetic presence even if they cannot explain why. But such power requires mastery. Without control, intuition can spiral into fear or confusion. Your destiny is to refine this gift, to use your inner knowing as a tool for healing and guiding, not just yourself, but all who cross your path. L, the lover of justice. If your name begins with L, you are marked by love, harmony, and a deep sense of fairness. Relationships matter profoundly to you, and you thrive in environments where kindness and equality prevail. Your presence softens conflict and brings balance to chaos. Yet destiny warns, do not let trust turn into naivete. Blind faith can wound your heart. Your true power lies in loving wisely, protecting your light while still radiating it. In doing so, you embody both compassion and strength.
M, the guardian of responsibility. If your name begins with M, you are a pillar of strength, carrying deep loyalty to family and community. Duty comes naturally, and you often bear more than your share of burdens. People trust you because you never abandon them. Yet destiny whispers, learn to release what is not yours to carry. True strength lies not only in holding on, but also in letting go, creating space for joy and lightness in your own journey. N, the explorer of change. The letter N vibrates with curiosity, movement, and intelligence. You crave variety, thrive on new experiences, and adapt quickly to life's shifting tides. Your charm and wit often draw people in effortlessly. But your test is patience. Without it, enthusiasm can slip into recklessness. Destiny calls you to ground your restless spirit. When balanced, your energy becomes innovation, shaping paths others are too afraid to walk. O, the heart of humanity. If your name starts with O, you radiate compassion and kindness. Your soul is woven with empathy, always ready to serve and uplift those in need. You carry a healing presence, and people naturally lean on you for comfort. Yet your challenge is self-love. Too much sacrifice can dim your own light. Destiny urges you to nurture yourself as much as you nurture others. When you do, your generosity becomes limitless, not depleting, but ever-flowing. P, the visionary leader. The letter P carries the vibration of wisdom, foresight, and natural authority. You are gifted with the ability to plan, guide, and inspire. People look to you for direction, and your insight often proves correct. But destiny warns against over-control. Leadership is not domination, it is guidance. Learn to trust others, to release the need for perfection. When you do, your influence becomes not only powerful, but liberating for all around you. Q, the commanding force. If your name begins with Q, you hold an aura of decisiveness and magnetic power. You know what you want, and your boldness often makes others follow your lead. There is strength in your clarity, a fire that pushes obstacles aside. Yet your lesson is humility. Authority without listening becomes isolation. Destiny asks you to open your ears as much as your mouth. When you balance power with compassion, your influence becomes unstoppable. R, the flame of passion. The letter R crackles with energy, enthusiasm, and determination. You are always in motion, eager to create, build, and explore. Others feel your fire and are inspired by your drive. But the danger is haste. You can burn too quickly, chasing without pausing. Destiny calls you to cultivate calm within the fire, to master timing and patience. With balance, your passion does not consume, it lights the way for others to follow. S, the enigmatic magnet. If your name begins with S, you carry mystery and intensity. You are magnetic, drawing people in with charisma and depth. Your passions run deep, and you live with intensity that few can match. Yet this fire can consume if unchecked. Desire without balance leads to turmoil. Destiny urges you to master self-control, to channel passion into creation rather than chaos. When harmonized, your allure becomes not just seductive, but transformative.
T, the steadfast builder. If your name begins with T, you embody patience, loyalty, and reliability. People see you as a safe harbor, someone who can be trusted through any storm. You thrive when serving and supporting others, building strong foundations wherever you go. But destiny challenges you to embrace flexibility. Too much rigidity can turn strength into stubbornness. When you open your mind, your patience becomes a gift that shapes lasting legacies. U, the free spirit creator. The letter U vibrates with independence, originality, and curiosity. You crave freedom, often walking paths others cannot imagine. Your creativity shines brightest when you are unrestricted, and you bring fresh ideas wherever you go. Yet destiny whispers, freedom without discipline scatters energy. Your challenge is focus. When you anchor your visions with structure, you become not just a dreamer, but a pioneer who manifests the impossible. V, the warrior of ideals. If your name starts with V, you radiate strength, courage, and determination. You are driven by ideals, often standing firm for justice and what you believe is right. People admire your perseverance and resolve. Yet the test of your destiny is softness. Unyielding will can turn into unnecessary conflict. Learn the power of gentleness. With balance, your strength transforms into true influence, inspiring others to rise with you, not against you. W, the intuitive seer. The letter W holds the energy of insight, vision, and hidden wisdom. You sense currents before others notice them, guided by a strong intuition and natural foresight. Many come to you for advice because your instincts rarely fail. But your challenge is grounding. Without balance, intuition drifts into illusion. Destiny calls you to root your vision in reality. When you do, your guidance becomes not only mystical, but also practical and transformative. X, the bold rebel. If your name begins with X, you are daring, unique, and unafraid to defy convention. You thrive in being different, breaking barriers, and inspiring others to question norms. People see you as a spark of innovation, someone who walks their own path. Yet destiny's trial is patience. Boldness without responsibility can burn bridges. Learn to channel your fire with steadiness. Then your rebellious energy becomes a force that rewrites the rules of destiny. Y, the connector of ideas. The letter Y carries sensitivity, creativity, and adaptability. You are gifted in weaving connections between people, ideas, and opportunities. Others are drawn to your bright perspective and ability to see multiple sides of a story. Yet your challenge is decisiveness. Too many choices can paralyze you, scattering your brilliance. Destiny calls you to trust your inner compass. With clarity, your creativity becomes a bridge that unites and uplifts everyone around you. Z, the conqueror of horizons. If your name starts with Z, you embody energy, ambition, and a thirst for challenge. You are naturally pioneering, always seeking to push boundaries and conquer new heights. People admire your unstoppable drive. But destiny warns, passion without calm becomes chaos. Your greatest lesson is stillness, learning to pause, to control desire rather than be controlled by it. When mastered, your fire becomes not destructive, but the spark of revolutions.
Your first letter does not dictate your entire destiny. It is not a rigid chain that binds you, but rather a key, a signal, a whisper of a universe guiding you to better understand yourself. Think of it as a mirror. It reflects patterns of energy, tendencies of your soul, but the reflection is never the full story. What truly matters is how you use this knowledge. When you discover the vibration hidden within your name, you awaken to both light and shadow. Every strength carries a challenge. Every gift comes with responsibility. To know yourself is not to be limited, but to be empowered, to see where you stumble and to choose how you will rise. For example, a strong will can become stubbornness, but with awareness, it transforms into determination that builds empires. A sensitive heart can become overwhelmed, but with mindfulness, it turns into compassion that heals others. This is the deeper lesson. Destiny is not fixed. It breathes, it bends, it shifts with your choices. In Buddhist philosophy, your name's energy is like the seeds of karma, small, subtle, but alive. And just as seeds grow into different shapes depending on how they are nurtured, so too does your destiny respond to your intention. The Buddha taught, mind precedes all things. Intention plus awareness creates new karma, and new karma shapes a new future. So when you uncover the secret of your first letter, do not stop there. Use it as a compass. If you see pride, cultivate humility. If you see fear, practice courage. If you see scattered energy, breathe into focus. This is the alchemy of self-awareness, the transformation of weakness into strength, shadow into light. Your name carries a vibration, but your choices write the symphony. The true power lies in your hands, in your ability to pause, to reflect, and to act with clarity. The first letter of your name may reveal the doorway, but you are the one who must step through. Now take a quiet moment. Write down the very first letter of your name, look at it carefully, and ask yourself, does this hidden meaning truly reflect the journey of my soul? Sometimes the smallest symbol, a single letter, carries echoes of past karma and hints of the path you are destined to walk. If what you heard today resonated with you, share the first letter of your name in the comments below. When you do, you're not just typing a character, you're declaring your vibration to the universe, aligning your spirit with the flow of energy that shapes your future. And as others reveal their letters, you may begin to notice patterns, synchronicities, and connections that are far deeper than coincidence. But here's the question I want to leave you with, the mystery that remains unsolved. If the first letter of your name holds such powerful secrets about who you are and where you're heading, then what might the last letter reveal? Could it whisper of unresolved karma? Or perhaps the ultimate lesson your soul must learn before this lifetime ends? Stay with this question. Let it stir in your mind. And if you wish, join me in exploring it in another journey.
destiny does not end with the beginning. It lingers in the final echo of your name.